my life with wheels, it's a challenge, but I am the same person as I was when I was standing. And now it's just, and I still remember how to walk and run and I'll do all that stuff. And so when somebody says, oh, that's too hard, I know what they've been, you know, if it really is or really isn't, you know, because I've been there. So, but now I know the other side of the story. And it definitely has opened my eyes. Now this is a song that I wrote called Make Some Noise. And Make Some Noise is what I do a lot. I go up to the Capitol and I get on TV and radio and use my voice to let people educate them about MS and also about what's going on with the disabled. Since I was a downhill skier and going all over the world and traveling in bands, to be in a chair, it's quite an eye-opener. So. Long ago, Dr. told me I had a disease. I get weak, get dizzy, losing energy. I don't know just what to tell you, and this is a ruthless thing. You can lose the sleep, you hardly notice. Take your legs, your eyes can't focus, and this is a ruthless thing. To tell you the truth, when you first come down with MS, it seems like nothing is working well in your life because you have to rethink everything. It was a slow progression with me, so I'd have to hold onto a wall. I couldn't run as fast. I started slowing down. So it seems like I was losing everything. But once you set your mind to figuring out the problem, some other invention is necessity.
Let's make some noise. There is a better way. Make some noise. Believe it every day. Make some noise.
Oh, I'm so glad that I was not born 100 years ago because it would have been difficult to not have a chair like this. I mean, your life, you've already, you know, I've lived a normal life of downhill skier and traveling the world, and then to be in a situation like this, you're already a lot is taken away from you. So to not have the freedom to at least be able to get in my car, like I have a car that is Dodge Grand Caravan, and the ramp comes out, so when my daughter and I want to go somewhere, I just drive right in, and it's got an automatic lockdown, and we can
I
go.
don't know just what to tell you, and this is a ruthless thing.
Probably the best accomplishment is managing to raise 2 kids. So that's an accomplishment because Mom never told me how to do it from a wheelchair. You know? And I had no friends and no examples, absolutely none. So I had to figure it all out. So that was probably the biggest challenge. Look at, you know, my kids were no problem because they were raised with me in a wheelchair. That was Mom.
Gonna cast out the sunshine, my searching to find me. Oh, but you won't give me. Oh, you didn't give me. Oh, but you won't give me the time.
I'm Cody Malone and I'm 14. I like to hunt and I like to spend time with my dad.
Okay, Cody,
Mom.
it's time to get up.
And my friends.
4:30 in the morning, huh? Are you ready to go shoot an elk? Can you pretend to be excited? Give me a woohoo or something.
The most challenging thing I have to deal with every day is not being able to get dressed by myself. Not being able to go to school, see my friends, and have a nurse that helps me and takes care of me. Then my dad comes back from work and I spend time with him. And sometimes I have to do my cough assist and have to be on the vent all day long and stuff like that. Still happy, but not as happy when I shot my elk. my power wheelchair. It helps me get around easier, and my gun mount helps me hold my gun, and my battery tray helps me take my portable vent with me.
You're on, man. Getting better than that.
Got up at 4 in the morning and got all my camouflage on and my warm clothes, and we went to the ranch and we got in the blind. We sat there for about an hour, and then we saw all the elk heads popping up over the hill. Then I got really excited and I was shaking, got buck fever, and I saw a bull, didn't have the bull tag, really wanted him, but looked to the back of the herd and the cow broke away from the herd, so I shot her and I got real excited and was really happy and liked it a lot.
You gotta like it when a plan comes together. Definitely God bless you this morning.
What do you think, Cody? What do you think, buddy?
You guys are all looking up front.
Good job, dude. Give her about 15 minutes and go walk over.
Cody,
Wait a second.
what do you got to say about your elk?
I like it. It was nice.
Yeah.
I shot it and it dropped.
Nice.
It ran off.
Very nice.
Fun thing I'd like to share is that we can sort of do
Oh, Cody,
the
right
same
on.
stuff as that people
Right on.
is the same that people can walk. I don't know if that made sense, but we just need help doing it, but we can still do it. How I want people to treat me is to treat me the same as you treat people that can walk,
Right on.
same as others,
Cody, good.
and I will treat you the same.
Right on. Beautiful.
I thought it was very fun to spend time with my dad and my friends.
All right, Carson. This is Carson Covey. He has been sleeping in the car all day, buddy. Where are you going? Where? Football? We're heading to Minneapolis. You have been dreaming of going to a Minnesota Vikings football game. One thing I would like to let people know about seeing someone with special needs, and it doesn't necessarily mean someone in a wheelchair, but you know, there are all kinds of special needs. And I know myself, I was guilty of, you know, in high school, those people that had special needs, kind of steering away from them and assuming that they're different. And boy, have we learned, you know, immensely in our family and just how many people Carson has affected in a positive way. And so, you know, they may do things differently, but they enjoy things just like everyone else does. And as his buddy's mom said the other day, you know, people are just blessed across Carson's path. And I thought that was the best compliment ever. Steer, buddy! You're moving your truck!
My name is Carson Covey.
We like to have a lot of fun in our family, don't we, Carson?
My family.
Carson being loaded into the log ride.
And you're right, we have the best family. Carson has so much support, and our friends. You know, being in this situation, I can't imagine being isolated and not having support and having the friends and the family.
See you at the bottom, buddy.
So we like to do sporting things just like any other 9-year-old boy. And right now he's very excited about football playoffs coming up. And we have quite the rival at our house. And he loves to tease his sister and his mom about what team he likes.
Oh, Vikings.
We're going to the Vikings game. What's on your face?
Cowboys rule.
Uh-uh.
What's on your face? Yeah, man, here we go. We're going to the game. It's been wanting this forever. Here we go. Head out the door. There it is. Carson, look at that, dude. Yeah, look at you.
Like, what's she gonna do to me? I'm not gonna hurt you. They're thinking about it. I will hold very still.
I think the one thing I would like people to know more than anything else is that I'm okay with my life. The assumption is that we're all looking for a cure, and for the most part that's true. If somebody offered me a magic pill tomorrow and said now you can walk again, I have no doubt I would take it. But I don't live my life waiting for tomorrow's cure. I live my life both before I was injured and now as if this week is my last. I did what I set out to do before I was hurt. I've done what I've set out to do after I was injured. I set goals, I dream dreams, and I do my best to accomplish both. And I think that's misinterpreted by a lot of people. That just living my life the same way I lived my life before. It's harder now. It's not that it's not inspirational, but I'm just a normal person. And that's, well, not normal. I'm just a somewhat regular person.
I want to see them all descend on it again. That was too funny. They're coming, they're looking around. Here we go. Wimps.
Are you ready to go dancing?
Let me tell you how I communicate.
Are you ready to go dancing? Let's do a little contra tonight.
I speak with body language just like you do. I have many ways to say yes. I smile, raise my head or get excited, and sometimes barely move my head. You might have to watch close. I say no with my face. I look up with both eyes. I might have a blank stare. Watch out, I might not be paying attention. Yes. I understand what you say. I speak with my Dynavox. Sometimes it takes me a while to find what I want to say. If what I want to say is not programmed, you may need to guess what I might want to say and ask me. I have a lot to say. Sometimes understanding what I'm saying can be tough at first, but it gets pretty easy pretty quick. I speak with body language just like you do. I have many ways to say yes. I smile, raise my head or get excited, and sometimes barely move my head. You might have to watch close. I say no with my face. I look up with both eyes. I might have a blank stare. Watch out, I might not be paying attention. Someone programs into my device things that I might want to say in different environments. Sometimes my helpers may not have programmed exactly what I'm trying to say or how I'm feeling.
You're an oldies fan, aren't you? All right, dude. It's cold out there.
Okay, Heartbreak Kid, have fun, knock 'em dead.
My family is wicked cool. Let me tell you about them. I want to tell you about my mom. My mom plays the guitar and bass. She keeps trying to convince me the old-time film music is better than 60s rock and roll. She'll never get me to say that. I have a comment. Please wait for me. Hey, I do have my head up, and my name is not Slacker.
It's getting kind of hot in here. So
Go back.
go back. You want to go back to 19th Street?
Yes.
You do.
Yes.
Did you get it right? Oh, look at the bus.
So when you see somebody, do you see them as a person coming through the door, or do you see their wheels first? And that is probably the most important thing. And also,
Hey Jude, don't make it bad. Take a sad song and make it better.
and make it better. Wes understands everything you say. You just can't always talk back. Yeah, so together, Wes has touched a lot of lives in many, many different ways.
Let me tell you a little bit about myself. I like to sing, dance, and hang out with my friends. Let me tell you about my hopes and dreams. I would like to be a disc jockey at a karaoke club that only plays oldies music.
Many different people have been in our lives throughout the years, and many, many different people have helped Wes.
My trip to Costa Rica was mind-blowing. Let me tell you about it.
Have helped Wes become who he is.
And now, TV2 Eyewitness News at 5.
I'm going to fight this all the way. You got to take the good with the bad and take the bad and change it into good, I guess.
He was once a champion diver at a suburban Detroit high school. Tonight, Tim Steinbrink lies paralyzed in a Florida hospital after a freak swimming accident.
I've had a unique experience with living with a disability and living without a disability. When I was 20 years old, I broke my neck, and I really thought that my entire life would change.
Any athlete could tell you, they'd rather take the challenge than cop out. I would like to get out of this, but I can't, so I have to go over the hill.
I'm not going to give up because I got too many things out there to live for. And if I had 20 good years walking, I guess I can have 20 good years in a chair.
And my entire life did change, but what I've learned with that 20/20 experience that I look at, I kind of see that as, clarity, that I have true vision now of what it's like with a disability, what it's like without a disability. And what I've truly learned is that it's the same. The things that are the same are the things that people want. The dreams, the desires, the thrive for life, the desire for, jobs, relationships, careers, adventures. All of those things seem to be the same. The only thing that seems to be different is how people get there. And I think that that's what people really see as the big difference between people with disabilities and without, is that, we're so different because our lives are so complex and we have to live differently day to day, is that truly it's the same. We wake up and we want the same things, and I've seen that living with a disability and living without a disability, to me it's the same. I'm the same person. As I look into the next 20 years, I'm really feeling like I went to college and now I know both sides of life, and now it's not a person with a disability or a person without a disability. Now it's just Tim, and now I can go from there.